I work at a prestigious corporate law firm in downtown Chicago. It's the kind of place where ambition runs high and secrets run even deeper. My name is Jessica Palmer, and I've been working at Grant and Associates for the past 2 years. I keep my head down, do my work well, and stay far away from office politics. That's the only way to survive in a place like this. My boss, Richard Grant, is a name that echoes through legal circles with a reputation as sharp as his tailored suits. He's a brilliant lawyer, no doubt, but he's also cold, intimidating, and unreadable. One Thursday afternoon, I was knee-deep in a merger contract when I received a brief, direct email. Jessica, report to my office at 4 p.m. sharp. R. Grant. I stared at it for a moment, feeling my pulse quicken. I hadn't made any mistakes lately, had I? I quickly reviewed the files I had worked on that week. Everything seemed in order. Still, the message carried a weight I couldn't ignore. People didn't just get called into Richard Grant's office without a reason. At exactly 4 p.m., I approached his office, heels echoing softly against the marble floor. I knocked once, expecting his usual curt reply. But instead, a woman's voice called out, "Come in." Confused, I opened the door slowly. Sitting behind Richard's massive mahogany desk was not Richard, but a woman I'd never met before. She was striking, early 40s, dark hair pulled into a neat chignon, a crisp white blazer that gave her a commanding presence. Her eyes met mine with a mix of curiosity and calculation. "You must be Jessica Palmer," she said, standing to shake my hand. "I'm Claire Grant, Richard's wife." I felt like I had walked into the wrong room. My mouth opened slightly, but no words came out. She gestured for me to sit, and I did, still in shock. "I know this is unexpected," Claire said, "but I needed to talk to you. Alone. My husband is out meeting a client, and he doesn't know I'm here." I straightened in my seat, every nerve on alert. This wasn't just unusual, it was unprecedented. "I've seen your name a lot lately," she continued. "Your work has come across my desk more than once. You're good, Jessica. Smart. Efficient. And I've noticed how often you're here late. Your car is always one of the last in the parking garage." I swallowed, unsure of where this was going. "Yes, ma'am. I've been working on the Patterson acquisition. There's been a lot to handle." She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. "Of course. But tell me, has Richard ever asked you to stay late for one-on-one meetings? Invited you to off-site events? Maybe made comments that seemed a little too personal?" I hesitated. He had. Nothing overt, but the undertone was always there. A glance held too long. Comments that sounded supportive on the surface, but hinted at something more. "I'm not accusing you of anything," Claire said, leaning back. "I was once in your shoes. I worked at this firm before I married Richard. I was the new talent, eager to climb the ladder. And he noticed. Just like he's noticed you." My breath caught. "I fell for it," she said plainly. "He was charming when he wanted to be. He made promises. And eventually I believed him. But once I was no longer a challenge, I became part of the furniture. Convenient. Familiar. Easy to ignore." She stood and walked over to the window, staring out at the city's skyline. "I'm not here to ruin your career. I'm here to warn you. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't confuse attention for opportunity." I sat in silence, unsure of what to say. Her words had cut straight through my confusion, awakening something I hadn't wanted to admit. Richard had been grooming me. Subtly. Strategically. "You're talented," she continued. "Don't waste that trying to navigate the personal games of powerful men. Make your own path. You don't need him for that." She picked up her purse and walked to the door. Before leaving, she turned to me and said, "Think carefully about what kind of story you want your career to tell." And with that, she left. I sat there long after she was gone, staring at the desk where Richard Grant would soon return. When he did, he looked at me with his usual detached smile. "Everything all right, Jessica?" he asked. I smiled back, calm and composed. "Yes. Just thinking about my future." That night, I drafted a formal request to transfer to another department. I didn't need to be a cautionary tale. I had been given a rare gift, a warning from someone who had lived the consequences. I was called into my boss's office, but it was his wife who gave me the most valuable lesson of my career. And I would never forget it.